Yo guys, it's One Angry Mo. I'm here with another review, a Sideshow premium format review, and that would be the K2SO figure slash statue from the Rogue One movie. And I'm sure every one of you have seen that movie if you're a Star Wars fan like me. I mean, of course you're going to see that movie. And I think overall it was not a bad film. I think it introduced how the Rebels got the Death Star plans. We saw a side of Darth Vader we've never seen before, but it also introduced some new characters into the movie. And for example, one of them was this K2SO robot, which I enjoyed seeing, and they came out with this statue. So what we're going to be doing is doing a review of that statue. I'll do an unboxing for you. And what we're going to do is go over a couple key parameters about this statue. The first is the cost, the accuracy, the resale value, what the wife thinks about this statue, and the overall score, and should we buy or pass this expensive statue. See, I'm buying all these things so you guys don't have to if you necessarily don't like them, and hopefully this review will help you to make a decision. But again, this is just my opinion. I hope you like the facts I'm going to give it before you, and I'll try to give you my honest opinion at the end. It's always exciting to come home and see your Sideshow collectible sitting on your doorstep. So here's my brown box, and I think they're doing a pretty good job with these boxes because they're a little bit thinner than my previous ones. I was kind of confused when it said KRO. I was like, man, did they send me a Kylo Ren? But it's 424 out of 600, so it looks like they only made 600 of these. I don't think there was an exclusive version, but you can see the thinness of the shipping box. I kind of like that because some of these boxes are huge. I mean, I don't know if you guys collect Prime 1 Batman statues, but those boxes are just ginormous. I don't know where I'm going to put them. So I like this shipping box. It looks pretty nice, pretty compact, and I hope all future Sideshow items, if they're the size of the statue, are like this. And once we get past the brown box, here's the art box, and it looks pretty simple. Again, pretty compact from the sides. I like it. It's easy to carry. Good artwork on the front. It kind of tells you what's inside. You got K2SO standing there. He's got a blaster in his right hand. His eyes light up. So pretty exciting on the outside. Not much else to see. I don't have that Sideshow exclusive sticker because they didn't really make a Sideshow exclusive version of this statue, which is kind of a bummer. I always like the exclusive because they always include little weird, exciting things with it. Here's a styrofoam box. Let's unbox it. They put some tape on the top, across the top, which I think would help with any damages. And they actually put a handle for the first time. I've never seen that before. There's a handle in the styrofoam box so you can pull it out of the box easier. You got the seal there. Overall, the engineering, the packaging people who did this, I'm pretty happy with them. You guys got to keep that person because they're doing a better job. You got a handle. It makes it so much easier to carry it out of the box, and I really don't think anything's going to be damaged with this. So here's my trusty gloves. Let's put these on and start unboxing. The gloves will help me reduce fingerprints, and I guess that's all the gloves will do. They'll reduce fingerprints. Let's just say that and leave it there. Okay, let's put these on, and we will continue shortly. So you can see from the slide presentation I had at the beginning of this video that my wife's opinion on this is going to be important because I think she's starting to get pretty fed up with the Star Wars stuff throughout the house. And if you guys are like me, who is addicted to this stuff and has given Sideshow quite a significant amount of money for these statues, and George Lucas and the Star Wars, okay, well, maybe now Disney, your wives are probably not happy either. I mean, unless they're really, really, really into Star Wars. So I'm a little bit concerned because my wife is getting really upset about this, and I don't know what to do because I'm addicted. I think I'm going to have to hide statues around the house in the future. I don't know where I'm going to put them. Maybe I'll find a separate room that she doesn't go into and just put them in there. But I'm unboxing this video. I'm doing this boxing on video really quickly because she's about to come home, and I need to get this stuff out of here before she returns. Otherwise, I don't know what she's going to do to this statue. So, okay, let's take this tape off. It's pretty easy coming off. I just like taking all the tape off. I mean, why leave it on? You can retape it later if you need to. And so I'm just snipping and getting some of the tape off, and then we're just gonna open up here in a second. So bear with me. Here's some more tape. Let's get that off. I'll just throw it away. And here's a little corner. We'll snip at that. So, and this is the easy part. Just kind of rotates around, and having a glass table definitely makes it a little bit easier because I can just push it around. And And there we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So I'm done with the tape. I'm just going to put this aside, folks. Let's go ahead and open her up and see what's inside. I hope nothing's damaged. I doubt it. Here's the top. We're just going to slide it open. Let me put the scissor away. I don't want to puncture anything. Okay, and here is the inside. You know, the layout of the interior looks pretty good to me. I think they did a good job with putting the pieces clearly labeled. I usually start with the base first, so let's pull that out. And just glancing, it looks nice to me. I mean, I always like Sideshow cases. They're nice and they're heavy, and I especially like the backs of them because they have really nice artwork on them and like the numbers. Okay, this one kind of looks like a disco floor. And some lights on the side. Okay. This isn't my most favorite base. I feel like they're about to do like a dance-off or something. Here's the back. This is my favorite part, and it shows a number. It has, you know, K2S0 on it. So the back part's pretty nice. It's got these little sticky things, so it protects from the cabinet you put it on, but the shelf you put it on. But I don't know about the top, guys. It's not my most favorite base. So well, let's start with the torso and put that on and see what happens. Maybe when I put them together, maybe I'll be a little bit more favorable of the base. But as of right now, I don't remember this from the movie. I don't remember where he was on like tiles or marble floor. I'm not a big fan of it. But okay, let's take the legs out. The legs feel pretty good to me. They feel like some sort of like maybe a metal composite or something. Pretty sturdy. I'll show you guys in here in a second. I'm going to take the bag off, put that aside. And yeah, these are legs, thin legs. Not the most exciting legs, but the thin ones. It looks like he's got some scratches here and there, maybe some battle damage. And this goes right in here. Okay. Let me, maybe I'm putting it in wrong. Let me try the other way. No, that can't be right. This way? Okay, the back leg's in. This front leg doesn't want to go in very good. Ugh. Okay, let me try again. I kind of have to bend it a little bit to get in the holes appropriately. Yeah, I feel like a dummy because I'm trying to figure out like a simple puzzle piece. Okay, but if I squeeze this back leg in, it goes in, but I don't want to break it. So I had a really hard time with the base and getting the legs in. It doesn't fit like other pieces I've had from Sideshow before. The front leg just doesn't want to go in. I don't know what's up with that. There's like a gap, and I'm keep twisting it. I've already had some scratches on the base and some paint come off. I don't want to break this, but this is definitely not as smooth as my previous Sideshow items. I don't know if somebody miscalculated and didn't put the hole right, but there's a little knob here, and it goes into this hole, which has the space for the knob, so I know it's in the right position. But I have to push this leg back just to get it in, and then I have to push the front down, but it won't go in. There's like a little, the peg in the front leg will not go into the base. I guess maybe I have to push it more, but you know, here, let me show you. See how the front leg doesn't go in? I guess maybe I have to press harder. I feel like I'm going to damage the item, but it's already okay. Well, now the back leg popped out. I guess I'll just leave it. Maybe I'll contact Sideshow and see if they can send me a replacement base. I don't think they'll be able to. Well, count this as a strike one for Sideshow. I don't know who in China maybe made a mismeasurement, but they shouldn't work again making Star Wars statues. I mean, I'm a Star Wars fan. I spent so much money on this item. He or she didn't know how to put the hole in the base correctly. They should be fired immediately. Okay, here's the torso. We'll skip the legs for now. Okay, just forget it. And here's the torso. Here's the back. I guess there's some vents, maybe some electronics for K2S0 to communicate with fellow robots. And we'll put that on here. Oh, that doesn't fit either, man. I hope, and I hope they know what they were doing when they made this item. Okay, okay, just took a little fine tuning. Okay, there we go. That's in. I know you can't really see it from here. I'll scoot it over in a little bit so you can see the torso on the legs. But when we move on to the arms, nicely packaged here. There's some tape. Let me get my scissors, guys. I gotta cut this tape off to get to the arms. So, all right, here we go. Here's a snip, a little snip here, and here's one of the arms. Let's take that out. And gently now. There you go. Okay, some styrofoam there to keep it protected. I didn't think anything was going to be damaged with this statue. So good job with the packaging, guys. So here's one of the arms, and pretty simple. That will go in the torso. I believe there's a magnet like other statues that hold it into place. And there you can see some of the arm there. What I'll do is let me just make sure I put it in there right. Okay, what I'll do is I'll scoot the base over a little bit more closely so you can see it. The leg came out again. I don't know what to do with that, but I'll figure it out later, I guess. Let's just get the rest of the video going before my wife comes home. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the other arm going. So I got the right arm in already. Let's do the left arm. There's not too many pieces to this statue, thank goodness, because so far, again, with it being unstable on the base, I hope that the less pieces, the less that could go wrong, right? Okay, and here's the right arm, the left arm. I like that. I love the Imperial insignia. I just think it looks pretty cool. It's got some scratches on it, like he's been doing some stuff for the Imperials. That goes into the left socket. Okay, what I'll do is I'll move this box out of the way so you can see what we've done so far, and I'll bring the Disco Dance Floor, Disco Stew a little bit closer to you guys. And here's the statue so far. The only problem with it is the left peg of the leg is not really going in. I'm just going to go ahead and get the head out of the box, folks. You guys don't really need to see that. I'm just going to pull it out. There's not too much stuff around it, just a bag. So I'm going to take that off, and I'll show you a close-up of the head. Man, it kind of reminds me of that Star Trek Generations, the Borg movie. At the end, where that lady with the Borg is like, that's all she became at the end, and that's what it looks like. But yeah, here's the head, and very nicely done. There's some scratches. I think the top lifts off. Here's the light switch. Oh, okay, didn't turn on. I probably have to go into the battery compartment and take out like a little piece of plastic that's separating the batteries out. But that slips right into there. So far, it's coming together pretty good. And what I want to do is go ahead and get the right hand out of the box, and I'm going to show that to you here in a second. Here's the right hand. I like it. It looks pretty nice and silver. The hands look really well done. This scope on the blaster looks a little bit like not straight. I guess it could be bent up just a little bit, but it doesn't bother me too much. So that slips right into here. Alright, there's not too many pieces left after this. We just have one more hand and these little antennas that go in the back, and I got to figure out how to get those lights to work. So here's the other hand coming. Just got to get that from the box. And here's the other hand. Man, imagine getting a slap from that. I mean, that's a huge hand. I can see why that guy was shocked when he got hit in the movie. That's a big hand. I can see why these guys would be kind of menacing if they're being attacked by one from the if you're a rebel being attacked by one of these things. Okay, so here's the remaining box area, guys. You can see here there's two tapes that say there's pieces inside. So underneath this piece, let's see what's in here, and let's see what's in here. I'll keep this tape in case I need to resell this box later. People are very particular about their packaging materials. And here are some batteries. Oh, okay. So Sideshow has learned a lesson that shipping with the batteries in place probably is not a good idea. So they have some fresh batteries for that. That's a good idea. And here's, oh man, an empty bag. These are supposed to be antennas. I think they fell into this. Great. I'm gonna have to take my gloves off, guys, and get into the hole to get those little antennas out because they fell out of the bag. I think I got one. Oh, another empty bag. Okay, let's get rid of that. I'm going to have to pause here for a second, guys, and flip the whole box over to get those little antennas out. So I'll show you in a second what those look like. Bear with me. Just 1 second. And here we go. Okay, so here's the antennas. There's two of them. They go on the back of the body. I guess so he can, I don't know what he would do with an antenna. I guess he would connect to the Wi-Fi, maybe. Do some Amazon shopping, get some Netflix videos, communicate with other robots. What am I saying? He's a military. Okay, those are the wrong ones. I got to switch it around a little bit. He's a military robot, right? So yeah, this would be for military reasons. He's got to communicate with troops and and other robots and try to get the villain rebels executed. Okay, there we go. Those look good. Now I'm going to work on the light part of it. So what I want to do is, here's the head. I put the batteries in it already. There's a positive negative sign in there so you know which ones that clearly go. And hopefully, yes, there we go. Light works pretty good. It's nice and bright. I kind of wish it was more of a touch thing on the outside so I don't have to take the head off to keep turning it on and off. I kind of like that feature, especially with the, what was that, BB-8 that had that feature where you touch it and it lights up. I didn't know where to touch exactly, but here's what the K2SO looks like in the light. Let me turn it on for you guys so you don't have to take the whole head out, you just need the top. So nice and lights up nice. Head is pretty secure in there. So this is what it looks like in the light. Let's see, what can I say about this statue? Honestly, it's okay. I'm not that thrilled about it. I'm not that impressed by it. You know, I think the problem is the floor. It wasn't there's not much to it, and he's such a scrawny character that there's really not much else going on. I mean, he's just like metal. There's no leather. There's no like cloth like some of the other figures have. There's no holster, which I know he didn't have in the movie. I'm just saying I think they could have done more with this, especially with this base. I mean, I think and here's that peg that just won't go into the floor. I want to try to press harder on it later, but it already scratched it a little bit. Some of the paint came off the base. I'm a little disappointed with that, but I would honestly say that unless you're a fan of this movie, a fan of this character, I honestly don't think I would be missing much if I did not buy this one. So what we'll do is we'll do a wrap-up slide where I'll give you the final score and my final thoughts on this piece. And here it is next to the Jin Urso that I unboxed before. This will give you some idea of the scale of the characters next to each other. I've never really shown you guys my other premium format statues, so here's my Death Trooper, my Kylo Ren with his sword behind the back there. I've got Darth Vader premium format. I've got Jango Fett, Sand Trooper, versions of Boba Fett. My favorite is Grand Moff Tarkin. I mean, this statue looks freaking fantastic, especially with that probe droid. And I got a Millennium Falcon EFX. I actually got this AT Walker signature edition. I had to find a cabinet to put that in. But let's wrap up the K2SO anyway. So the first of all is the cost. Okay, cost was $690.50. That includes shipping. Honestly, I think that's kind of expensive, guys, for this statue. I know they only made 600, no exclusive version. I give it a 2 out of 5. Accuracy, I guess it looks pretty good. I've never seen any other K2SO, like a statue or a figure before. So I think it looks pretty good. I'll call it a 4 out of 5. The only thing I didn't like is the base because I don't remember seeing that kind of floor in any of the movie. I think it was just made up, and I don't think it was very well made. The resale value, I want to say 3 out of 5. I want to say a lot of people will probably be interested in something different than K2SO. There's going to be more things they're going to come out with in the future and probably better things. With the white things, of course, a 1 out of 5. If she sees this, she's going to probably throw it on the ground. Even though I show her the light up features, it'd be like, hey man, look, it lights up. She's probably still going to be like, this needs to go. So 1 out of 5 for the wife. Overall score, I give it a 3 out of 5. This is a tough call for me. I'm undecided about the buy or pass for this statue. Again, if you're a fan of the movie, you like this character, I think it would be a good addition to your collection. If you're like me who likes to buy everything Star Wars anyway, and just wants to fill up your whole house with Star Wars statues and all your cabinets, and there's nowhere to sit or stand anymore, and you're just overwhelmed with how much money you spend on these statues, and this one's probably for you. But if you're somebody who's like, you know, you only have limited room, and you're like, you know, I just want to buy 1 or 2 pieces that, you know, unless this is your favorite character, I would say pass. And there's a lot more other good stuff out there. But that does it for me for this review. Let's see what comes up next time. I'm waiting for the Han Solo, Luke, and Princess Leia premium formats. Let's see what happens with those in the review. Thank you for coming today. Have a good day. Bye.